Okay, this video is called Mental Health Screening for Grade School and High School Kids. And what I'm trying to tell you is this is wrong. This is evil. And I want you to know some of the background of all this. Right now, this organization right here is partnering with the American Federation of Teachers. This is what you would call worldwide communism, okay? They're trying to partner with big organizations that control the minds of children. And they also partner with other communist organizations like the Democratic Party, okay? Democratic Party in the United States is the American Communist Party. All right, so what they want to do is destroy all these children. They are not the friend of children. Basically, you have to understand how the world works. If you think the world likes you, go away. Don't watch my video. You're too stupid. There's no hope for you. But if you understand that basically they want to destroy these children, the whole goal is to bring back slavery. In order to bring back slavery, you have to hide from the young people the history of Christianity, the beauty of its art, literature, sculpture, architecture, philosophy, achievements, literature, music, etc. Okay, so that's one of the things they do. One of the next things they want to do is to lower the IQ of all these children. That's why there's fluoride and aluminum in the water. That's why subsidized processed food contains GMO soy and corn sprayed with atrazine, glyphosate, and other toxic chemicals to lower the cognitive function of the children, and then they hide the history from them. That's why there's modern art museums, to hide the real art from people. Modern art is fake, okay? So I'm just letting you see this first picture, and now we're going to get into the main point of this talk. The other thing here, this is a smart guy here. This is Dr. Joseph. He's a psychiatrist, and he's warning parents, do not allow your children to go for these mental health screenings. You don't understand how communism works. In communism, the party is always right. The party is always right. Okay, so you have to remember, communism is atheist. Most people, they come up in a family where the parents believe in God. So one of the goals of the public school is to turn the children against the parents. You know, it's been said by some of these big shot psychiatrists, I'm not going to name their names at the moment, that to believe in God is a mental illness. Well, communism could say, well, if you believe in God, you have mental illness. You need to take our drug. I'm also going to tell you something. All psychiatry drugs are bad. There aren't any good ones. Psychiatry is a fake field. It is fake. This single neurotransmitter as a cause of mental illness theory, which they use to sell millions and millions of people to trick them into taking psychiatric drugs. It was all fake. It was made up. The DSM, the Diagnostic Statistical Manual of Psychiatry, it's fake, okay? A couple of psychiatrists meet, they say, how can we, make this a diagnosis, and then what drug should we prescribe for this? It's a way to sell drugs. Psychiatry is the big business for dealing drugs. All of these drugs cause brain damage. They all cause a lobotomy, either slow or fast. I know a lot about psychiatry. My father was a psychiatrist. I considered going into psychiatry. I graduated first in my medical school class. I can also tell you that I'm going to link to this video with Dr. Joseph. You might want to watch my own video. I made a video called Who is the Crazy One? My father was a psychiatrist. He tried to put me on psychiatric drugs when I was in medical school. First in my class, student athlete of the year at Stanford. These psychiatrists are so crazy. My own father tried to poison me. You wait till you see the video. You won't believe it. But it'll be a lesson for you on the reality of psychiatric drugs. Dr. Joseph, I think he's a smart guy. I think he's a good guy. He's trying to do right by the patients. Watch his video. And if you want, I've written an entire book. I've rewritten the psychiatry textbooks. They're a joke. They're a comedy. I mean, how stupid is psychology and psychiatry? You don't even understand it. Okay, let me just tell you something. Number one, psychologists. They tell you they can't tell the difference between a man and a woman. They know their own pronouns, but they can't tell you the difference between a man and a woman. Then they expect you to trust them for relationship advice. They're a joke. They're a pawn of the establishment. They're just sort of like the priests of evilness, okay? They're ridiculous. They're evil, and they shunt all the patients towards these drugs, all right? So anyways, if you go to a public school, that means you're poor. All Christians take their children out of the public schools. No one that has a choice should ever send their child to a public school, okay? Catholic schools are 1,000 times better, and if you can get out, get out. The best thing is to homeschool the child, of course. But anyways, I will link to Dr. Joseph's video. You can opt out of these screenings. Don't go, because they're going to try to label your kid as crazy or some way. Then they're going to try to force the kid to take drugs. Then they're going to say you're an irresponsible parent if you don't want the kid to take drugs. It might be hard to get out of it. The best way is don't get into it in the first place. They look at all the evil stuff they do. What they do is they take a euphemism like gender affirming surgery and then they castrate the children. They take another euphemism like medical assistance in dying and they try to get children to commit suicide. They are insane. They are evil. They are the enemy of your children. Do whatever you can to get away from them.